Something just not adding up about the story of John Mateer's thumb. Something just not adding up about the story of John Mateer's thumb. Something just not adding up about the story. Make it make sense, folks. Make it make sense. Let's see what we got. Got stuff to say to call into this show. Okay, you guys can give me a second. Let me know you can hear me pretty good. Yeah, we're live. Can you hear me? Let me know you can hear me good. I'm using this other mic, so I want to make sure it sounds all right. Can y'all hear me? Give me a 1 if you can hear me good. Hello. Pathetic is real. Pathetic is real. Yeah, congrats to Texas. And fuck Texas at the same time. But you got to give them some level of props. Okay. Give them a ton. Hold on 1 second. You can hear me. The brand, blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. All right, so first off, I'm going to make this short and I will let you guys call in. 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes to say what you got to say, and then we're going to go on from there. But what I want to say to start off with is, number one, wild stuff. The whole thing around was I hate the explanation of what's going on. Everybody could see, you could see it from the first pass he threw, not the first interception he threw, the first pass he threw. If you're talking about DeMarco Murray today, instead of the debacle of the way that they decided to go about this, I think you're kind of missing the point of what happened today. It's starting to sound weird. How about now? Is that better? Is this better? How about now? How about now? Is this one better? Let me see if I can turn this other one off, though. I don't know. All right. Anyway, I don't know if that's going to work or not, but anyway, I'll just keep this one right here. A lot of weird conversations being had. But let's just put it this way. If you were watching this game at all and paying any kind of attention whatsoever, you know damn good and well that it had very little to nothing to do with the defense did what it was supposed to do. I mean, shit, you're turning the ball over all these times. Clear, not loud. Okay. Let me see if I can. Hold on real quick. Let me see if I can bump it up. Oh, that's it. How about now? Is that better? Any better? Oh, yeah. Guys, it ain't got shit to do with DeMarco Murray, man. You guys gonna make this about DeMarco Murray or the line? Look, and I know the line wasn't great today. Let's just be real, okay? Let's be real. There wasn't any reality going on today. They had it made up in their mind that they were going to play John Mateer. So much so that they told everybody they were going to do it when they shouldn't have told them anything on Thursday. They should have just kept it as it was, right? It just doesn't make sense, right? Until you see him come in and he throws the first pick, and then he throws another one, and then he throws another one. And none of these throws, and mind you, Texas dropped at least a couple more. Texas dropped at least a couple more. It's not about the run game, folks. Let's make it clear. It's not even what they were talking about either. Let's go back and listen to what it was that Coach Venables had to say. I mean, he said a couple of things. His opening statement, this is wild to me. Today was a bad day, he says. Need that, and we still have a pretty good team. He said, we still have a pretty good football team. The fourth quarter, one-score game, hadn't played great football, but we had our opportunities. But despite not playing well, doing the things that winning requires, just basic blocking, clean run fits, good decision making, gap assignments, catching the ball, those types of things. That's not what it was. Well, it didn't have shit to do with the defense. After a while, the defense went out there and did what they were supposed to do. Should we go over the first half stats? I don't think we have to. They didn't do shit on that side of the football in the first half. Nothing. So what are we talking about? Couldn't get any rhythm in the second half. You couldn't get any rhythm at all because you're turning the football over. And I'm not going to turn this into a complaint session because it's not even about. It's gotten to the point to me where you're starting to wonder what it is that they have going on in their brain. Because I get it that the narrative's out there about Michael Hawkins, right? And mind you, you guys know that I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't care what he said, Ian. I don't care what he said. What else is he going to say? Because here's the deal. What kind of question? And I'm going to ask you guys something here in just a few minutes. And I'm going to ask you guys something in just a few minutes. Do you really believe, you watched the game? I'm assuming that everybody here watched the game. You don't think anything was wrong with his thumb? You think he felt fine, Ian? You think that he was, it looked like to you he felt fine? Absolutely stupid, yes. No, he could not have. Guys, he practiced all week. Supposedly he practiced all week. Of course, they were, doing what they were doing. Defense had 1 sack. He gave up. But yeah, they didn't get a lot of sacks on him. Okay, cool. Cool, Bastiat. Yeah, in one game, one half. You're right. Sure. But here's the point, though. What did the offense do? No. No, he didn't. No, he did not look good. And you know what? We can go back into a lot of this stuff if y'all want to, but I'm just going to tell you right now. 20 of 38, 202, 5.3 per, 3 picks. And there was at least 2-3 other balls that should have probably been picked off. It should have been picked off. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not buying this narrative. Here's what you heard from Ben Arbuckle. They asked him, there's a lot of things on the film today that they did really well, and there's some things that on the film where, I think he'd be mad at about some of the ball placement and all that kind of stuff. John's a competitor. He's a tough kid. And I know respond the right way. I know he'll respond the right way and all that stuff. The guy asked him, were you having to wait? How did you feel about where you were with John in the entire week? Were you behind him the whole time? Were you expecting him to play the whole time? And he said, I was behind both of them the whole time. I don't buy that because, dude, there's no way you can tell me if you're trying to win this damn football game. And I'm not saying they weren't trying to win the game, but you mean to tell me that with the way he was throwing the football, the one at the half was absolutely befuddling. And these are things that bother me about Coach V and have always bothered me about Coach V. This seemingly not knowing what you need to do. Call a damn timeout. You have them. You have them. You had 35 seconds. You ran 25 seconds off to 10 seconds and throw that ball into the end zone. He was wide open for a while. You're right about that, Brent. He didn't throw it then, and he threw it directly to the guy in burnt orange. I hate that. I mean, and this is already, he had already been way off the mark. Why would you make that decision right there with the lead? And you can go, I mean, you could go ahead and take a shot at the end zone if you want to at 35 seconds, maybe at 25 seconds, and then kick the field goal. I mean, you've got a guy with the boot. You can have a 9-3 lead instead of a 6-3 lead at the half. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense. But let's go to what Arbuckle had, talking about Arbuckle. And then he said, everybody had full confidence in that. So anybody else, nobody wanted to put him in a compromising position. And whenever he said he was ready to play, and the doctor said he was ready to play, everybody had full confidence of that. So no doubt or anything about any of that. You don't feel like it affected the preparations or anything. No, it didn't. He was true to his process. He was really, really good in practice, both physical reps and mental reps. There's no way that I believe that. There's no way that I believe that. Because listen, guys, before he threw an interception, you could tell that there was no zip on the ball. It was wobbling. It looked worse than a Dylan Gabriel late pass. And we know what happens with those Dylan Gabriel late balls. They don't make it to the receiver. It was very similar to that and way off the mark. Way off the mark. Kind of like, you remember when Jalen Hurts would try to hit those 15 to 20-yard throws on those money throws to the sideline and shit like that, and they would get him in trouble? That's what it looked like today. And not that he didn't, I mean, there was no power there. He almost threw 3 interceptions right within 5-6 yards of the damn line of scrimmage. There was a bunch of them that should have been caught. They were never getting caught by his guys. And then there was other balls that he flat out, he didn't want to throw them. Go back and look at this. You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me that. Maybe at first. Come on, guys. It wasn't even 3 weeks ago. It was exactly 18 days ago. 18 days ago. So that's a good question right there, Kobe. So if he was perfect and he said he was fine and he just didn't play good, which I don't look, none of this, it just doesn't. How does it pass the smell test with any of you guys? It just doesn't even make sense. And here's the thing, Basti, looking down the barrel is, okay, we're listening to the SEC podcast, guys. Look, I'm going to tell you something, and there's 2 sides to this story. Number one, that defense is everything we talked about it was. In the second half, once you're not sustaining any kind of drives or anything like that. I was just talking about the stats. Their total, I mean, come on, man. Team stats, look at this. Total yards, 258 to 302. I mean, not that far behind, but if you look at the first half, it wasn't really that close. They were way down. And rushing attempts, 30 to 35. I mean, 1.6 yards per carry. Three interceptions, Here's the thing. Once you continue to turn the football over like this, and this happens a lot. It actually happened last year in the Red River when you were going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. They give up 16 yards to Texas in the first quarter, had a turnover. And what happened? What happened then? After that, when they had 9 straight 3 and outs, eventually the dam breaks. And shout out to Travion Wisener. The dude is a stud. Straight up. And Texas fans were hating on this cat all last week, talking shit that they didn't have a real SEC running back room. Talking about the guys that Tashard Choice had recruited and shit like that. Come on, man. The truth is they screwed it up with their offensive line, and they were still screwed up with their offensive line. Now, he may not got sacked a bunch of times today, but what he did do was not have a very good day until the very end when he started hitting some good passes. And that happened after Trey Wisner was getting his thing going. I'm going to go back through and look at all the film once again, but I'm just trying to tell you guys, there's no way that any of that shit makes sense. Thanks for the super chat. No need to get down too low. No need for me to get too high, but we both got to show up this week. Listen, I get it. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. He was not. Thank you. Listen, I'm sitting in the stands. The very first pass that I saw him make, you could tell from being right there, and I know that you could tell on TV. You could tell looking at it from right there that there was no way. I've had a bunch of people that I've talked to since the game got over with that you can tell that something was wrong. The fact that they're trying to sell this bullshit, what's worrisome is you're talking about that this could get even worse. And yes, you need a run game. I get that part. But let me ask you this. Whether or not you think that Michael Hawkins is that good or not, can we at least agree that the dude is healthy and he wouldn't have thrown 3 interceptions? He didn't have a turnover last week. He hadn't turned the ball over except for that South Carolina game where Seth Littrell set him up to fail from the get-go. He wasn't the big turnover machine. That was Jackson. Mateer has turned the ball over basically in every time he's played. Every time. And I'm not even hating on Mateer. I'll be honest with you. I think that I'm not going to get into everything I really think it is, but I'm going to ask you this. If they're really trying to say that he's fine, that means that we're going to go into a game that you should absolutely win at South Carolina next week. Without a doubt, you should go win that game. They're not good. And they're coming off what ended up happening in that game with LSU today. Let me see. I mean, they're not good, and we all know that they're not good. Let me just go to SEC ball. 20-10. I mean, that puts them at 1-3 in the SEC, 3-3 overall. I mean, who do they beat? Oh, Kentucky. Cool for them. There's no reason you should lose. But guess what? If Mateer isn't healthy and he's not ready to go again, they shouldn't have lost to Texas today. And Texas fans, come in here and talk all the shit you want to. But the truth is, you guys know you shouldn't have won the game either. They gave you every opportunity. And you gave them every opportunity to run away with this thing. And flat out, there's an offensive problem since Brent Venables became head coach here. There is. And I'm not saying that it's all on BV. I'm telling you that whatever is going on, it's not looking good when you've lost 3 of the last 4 in the Red River game, a game that Lincoln couldn't lose for whatever reason. And you know I'm not going to sit here and love on Lincoln, but do not tell me, guys, don't be hating. Okay, Carl, thank you for the 20. To hell with BNG. F Texas, I get it. Look, what is going on that you've lost 3 of 4. You've got a much better defense. I get it. But we just talked about it. What is going on offensively? None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. And there's no way that, look, when we talked about this the other night on Sooner Intel, what did K. Chris came in and said, look, I think you start him. If he's not good, you get him out. Well, why wouldn't they? And there's a couple of reasons that you could think that he wouldn't take him out. But why are you sticking to this story that he was okay? Because he clearly wasn't. If you're telling me that guy was fully healthy and ready to go today, I'm telling you that you need to go see your eye doctor. Go see your eye doctor. blow up your screen, do whatever. Go watch again. He was not okay. He's not okay. And guess what? That means that you kept him in there. I kept thinking from the stands. We were all kept thinking because I didn't start saying much until after the first interception. I said something to the guy next to me. I was like, man, that ball was not, didn't have a lot of zip on it. Didn't have a lot of zip on it. Wasn't very accurate. When have you seen him this inaccurate? I haven't. And if he was practicing all week, like he said, he shouldn't have had a rest like that either. It wasn't good, folks. It wasn't good. So now you're going to go to South Carolina next week. If you lose that game, you might as well. Now you got to win out to have a chance to get into the playoff. Because I'm going to tell you something. The more you lose these games, and especially the teams that don't look good coming in, it's not good. Here's the other thing that you did today. You could have stepped on Texas's neck, knocked them out of the damn playoff, and you didn't do it. And the other thing, you let them hang around for so long that Art started looking like he had some fucking confidence and made a couple of throws at the end. I'm not going to sit here and talk about I'm not talking about stupid calls or anything like that. They should have won. They should have stepped on Texas's neck in the first quarter and didn't do it. Eventually, when you let even a decent team hang around, they're going to get your ass. And in the SEC, you have got to figure it out. There's got to be something. You got to figure out something with the turnover shit and not be. I mean, Mateer said as much. I didn't play well, and you're going to have to play better than that to win in this league. Well, no shit. But I'm not even blaming Mateer on it. I think that it's because they were so dead set on playing him. Is it because Ben Arbuckle's dead set on it? What is it? Is he worried about protecting Mateer's draft stock instead of worrying about winning football games? Because if he's not healthy and you go over there and go on the road, and it's one of the toughest environments in the SEC, everybody talks about it. You go on the road over there and you lose to South Carolina. Now Brent Venables and he's also backing this damn story. And it's his job that's on the line. Make it make sense, people. They should have put Hawkins, bro. He didn't blitz. Bro, he didn't have to blitz. He was getting home. They were getting home. Bad thumb is no excuse for not playing well and causing your team. That's bullshit. Yes, it is. How do you throw without a thumb, Danny? How do you throw without a thumb? Are you a football player at all? Don't say stupid things. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys come in. You've got 2 minutes. Everybody's got 2 minutes. You're not going to be on the screen. I won't show your picture, so don't even turn the camera on. But I'm going to send the link in here now. And then you can pop in 2 minutes. When you say something dumb, you know I'm going to get you for it. Is there another one here? What do we got? Oops. I don't give a shit what you have to say. You lost to damn UCLA last week. Shut up, Penn State. All right, slow down. All right, Cherry Bear, I'm going to bring you in first. Hold on just 1 second. Let me do it one at a time here. Benji, mute yourself for a minute, Benji. Cherry Bear, you're coughing right in my ear, dog. All right, let's see.
Something just not adding up about the story of John Mateer's thumb. Something just not adding up
Hold on.
about the story of John Mateer's thumb. Something just not.
All right. I don't know what the hell just happened, but something right here. 1 second. All right. It still sucks. Uh,
Something
all right,
just
Cherry
not
Bear, you
adding
got
up
2 minutes right
about the
now. 2
story
minutes.
of John Mateer's
Holler at
thumb.
me.
Something just not adding
Hey,
up about the
turn
story
off your
of
sound,
John
boss.
Mateer's thumb.
Maybe it's mine.
Something just not adding up about the story of John Mateer's thumb.
No, it can't be.
Something just not adding up about the story of John Mateer's thumb.
Where we at?
Something just not adding up about the
No, hold on.
story of John Mateer's thumb.
It was there. Never mind. Go ahead. Shit. What did you say? Monkeys go for the thumb. Okay. Okay. 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds. Go ahead. Okay. No, you're right. You're right. And I appreciate you calling in and talking about it because I'll be honest with you, there things do need to change. It's just like you brought, I mean, we can talk about that right before the half. What sense does that make? His explanation for that, what sense did it make? That you run off 25 seconds there to throw at the end zone one time instead of if you're trying to get a touchdown, you have 35 seconds. That's at minimum 3 throws and kick. It just didn't make sense. Yeah, absolutely. Certainly after the third turnover, I kept thinking there's no way there, and I kept seeing him warming up, and I'm thinking there's no way that he's going to go back with. There's no way. And here's the thing about I get it that it's Ben Arbuckle's offense. I understand that. I understand that. All right. Wait, you can't hear the caller. Oh, bro, come on. Let me see. All right, speak it. Just give me a little bit of what you said again, just so you know. Basically, what we're talking about is he was saying that Hawkins should have been in the game. That there's no, and so tell it. Go back through it again. You were saying that there's no way that he wasn't hurt.
Yeah, there's no way. And now
The monkey part was good. I like that.
and now you could risk losing him for tougher games. And about the monkey part, the reason that monkeys go for our thumbs is because we can't do nothing without the thumbs. Without the thumbs, what you gonna do? You can't punch, you can't make a fist, you can't do anything that will hurt somebody. So now, when you ain't got no thumb, what you supposed to do with the ball? I mean, this is all part of being a quarterback. You got to have thumbs to play anything or do anything in your life. To grab, to hold, everything. and he's hurt
Shannon,
worse.
are you really this Christopher Shannon? Are you really this dense, bro? I ain't seen you in a while. You're really this dense. There's no story about his thumb, so you didn't watch the game, or you're blind. You need to go see the eye doctor. Is what you're trying to tell me?
There were stories all over the place about his thumb, and people kept saying, "Oh, well, this person came back after surgery from 12 days." Okay, throw that shit out the window. Throw it out. Every person heals differently. There's different healing times for different people. Like I could break an arm, and it could take a months and months and months. For some people, it could take a month or whatever. I mean, we're not superhumans. We are human beings.
Well, it wasn't. I mean, was it really hard to tell that he couldn't? He had zero zip on the ball. That it was wobbling. That it was way off the mark. That, like Jimmy just said, can't grip. That's
Yeah.
what your thumb's for,
The accuracy was the biggest problem. He had accuracy problems. His
dude.
thumb was hurt.
Dude, this guy, Jimmy, uh, Christopher Shannon. Get him
And
out of here.
now,
No, you're a
uh,
scrub. You don't know football at all, bro. You don't
and
know
now
football.
Mateer could be hurt so bad that he could be out for the rest of the season. He could be out for 2 or 3 more weeks. Doctors give you a specific guideline for specific injuries for a reason. They want you to be healthy.
Yeah.
And
Real quick, Caden, so all the media lied to us when they said he was slinging it in warm-ups. Did you watch the football game?
I think
Danley said, "You guys are clowns, dude. I knew I was going to get clowns in here." All right, Cherry Bear, I'm gonna let Big G call in
yeah, good luck,
because
man.
guys, make sure that you get in here. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate your point, and you made a good point there.
Players
The bottom line
players health over game. Got to remember it.
And listen, man, if you're going to send him out there if you're really going to stick to this, then that means that they're going to send him out there again unhealthy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're going to send him out there again unhealthy on the road, and you could ruin your season over nothing. This doesn't make sense, folks.
That's why they give you timelines.
I was texting people and talking to people during the game. The ones that were talking to me, everybody was saying, "Why the hell is he in the game?" You guys,
I know. I just saw that comment.
He hasn't been accurate all year. What in the hell is wrong with you? You guys do you even pay attention at all?
I don't think they trust Hawkins. I just don't think they trust it. I don't think they like Hawkins. I think you know what I think.
I know that. Listen, clearly, yeah, you got dummies in there that are going to sit there and say stupid shit about him all day long.
I hate to say it, but if I were Hawkins, if I was that kid, I'm surprised he hasn't left yet for another job. Yeah.
Look, here's the deal. If they weren't playing, here's the thing. Why is it that they didn't want to play? He was healthy today.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me that it wouldn't have been better with him in the game?
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to sit there? I dare you to try that shit. Because there's no fucking way that you can tell me that he would have been better today.
And I agree with
he wouldn't have been better today than what Mateer was. There's no way.
And I'm going to agree with Thunder sooner on this. You literally could now risk his health, and he could not. Yeah. What if he doesn't play pros? What if he's so hurt that his thumb and he can't use it the same way? So he can't do it. You risk a player's health. I think it's worth losing a game by 55 points than going out there risking a player's health knowing he can't play. But even so, Hawkins probably would have made it closer, or at least maybe won by a point, maybe if you're lucky. And Texas already said before the game started they were preparing for Mateer. This was going to happen. And in the Alabama-Missouri game at halftime, one of the announcers said they needed to get on that thumb. They need to step on it. So,
Little Coop, he didn't turn the ball over. You know who's the only one that's turned the ball over this year? Has been John Mateer. You dumb shit. Tell me you don't watch games without telling me you don't watch games.
Hawkins is the only quarterback on that roster that has experience.
It's wild to me.
Hawkins is the only one on that roster who has experience with Texas. He's the only one who knew it.
He had one series where he had happy feet. I'm not telling you he's perfect even. He doesn't get the reps either that everybody else gets. But if you can't look at this kid and see that he's got real arm talent, he's faster than Mateer, what are we even talking about? The other dude is hurt and throwing interceptions over and over again. And hell, he should have had 5, 6 interceptions today for as many as he threw that were right at a defender and got dropped. I'm just telling you, there's no way that you're buying that narrative, guys. There's no way you are. You really are going to sit here and tell me, never mind whether Hawkins played or not. Tell me that you don't think he's still hurt.
Our QB was hurt, and our O line was hanging on for dear life. Like we're literally on a thin edge of the O line. We can't make nothing happen in the running game. That O line needs to be either strengthened or something needs to happen with that.
Guess what, Coop? He didn't have to be He didn't have to be flawless, dumbass. He didn't have to be flawless. They were still leading after the 3rd pick. They were still ahead.
And Hawkins is faster than Mateer, so if he ran, he'd be faster. Even so,
they were still. He just didn't. If he was not as reckless with the ball, that's all they had to do. Go put some points on the damn board.
No, we're not turning on Mateer. Mateer just was hurt. He was too badly hurt to play.
It has nothing to do with Mateer. I'm telling you that the story from Brent Venables and Ben Arbuckle is bogus. It's a bogus-ass story. And you know it is if you paid attention to the game whatsoever and you're not just over there throwing a little hissy fit because they lost. It doesn't have anything to. I'm not mad at Mateer about it. He's not the one that made the decision to play his ass. I understand he wanted to play. Who doesn't want to play if you're a competitor? He wasn't ready to play. And that's up to the coaches to make a decision that's best for the football team, not for him. And that's not what happened today. That's not what happened today.
Here's the deal.
Tell me I'm wrong.
We knew Mateer was hurt, and we saw him bleed, and we knew he wasn't ready. And we saw him make bad throws and interceptions all over the place. That's my first clue to say, hey, maybe we should take him out and put Hawkins in. Plus, our O-line was not holding up very good. We needed somebody fast, somebody who could run the ball fast. I know that we should have running backs, but we can't even get anything running. Hawkins is faster than Mateer. He has the legs for it. We could use Hawkins as a running back if needed, which we should. So, I mean, and you are risking your star quarterback, number 1 quarterback. Now you're risking him being out either for more time or for the rest of the season. He should have been benched for this game. He should have never played. I know people are like, well, Hawkins had experience last year. He could run those holes. He could get through. I'm not saying that Hawkins would have been perfect, but he probably would have won that game, or maybe even made it closer than what it was.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Hey, I put that link back in there. Whoever said let me in, come in right. Don't come in crazy. You got 2 minutes as well. Thanks for calling in, man. Cherry Bear, I appreciate you, man.
No problem.
We'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
Next up, come on in. Who's next? Let's see. How do I get in with you? Just click the link, buddy. Just click the link, and it'll ask you to okay your microphone, your camera. You don't have to okay the camera. Just okay the microphone on your phone. Should have taken him out after the damn first pick. Oh, good Lord. Lincoln Riley's 5-1 going to South Penn. Whoop-de fucking shit. He lost to – dude, stop it, man. Sound like USCJ right now. Good call, Cherry Bear. Appreciate you, man. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. If you guys are not paying attention at all. You're not paying attention at all. If you think that he was ready to come back, and that story that they told is real, then you're crazy. You're crazy. There's no way he was ready to come back. And look, if you're gonna really tell me that, all right, I've had enough. this shit from you. Bye, Felicia. I'm not doing this with you guys. Do that shit on the fucking Sooner Surge. Not here. I'm not doing it. Should have been up. They should have been up more than that. They should have been up more than that. You can't punch one in as many times as you had the ball on their side of the field. Come on, man. Come on. Pop in, dude. Mike, pop in. Never mind, you'll start a YouTube. All you got to do is click the link on your phone. Are you watching it on your phone? Click the link in there, and it'll ask you, do you allow your microphone to be used? Do you allow your camera to be used? You can say yes to both. I'm not going to put the camera up there anyway. You won't see you. No big deal. Come on in. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Who's next? It's tagged in the top of the it's in the top of the comment section, folks. All you got to do is tap that link. This isn't new. Come on. He wasn't mentally in the game. Neither was he. He wasn't physically in the game either, bro. House Money, call in. No, I don't even agree with that part either. They were good. The more the game went along, the better they got. Bro. You guys are killing me here. And you're not hitting the like button either, so I'm over here doing this for nothing. $28 likes for the 108 people. 400 people have been in here. I got 28 likes. $28 likes.
Hey, Jason Watkins here with Hall of Fame College Football. And if you are ready to back your favorite team, the Sooners, and fade that Texas hype train every Saturday this fall, there's only one place to do it, MyBookie. Right now, you can double your first deposit up to $1,000 when you sign up at hofmedia.us/mybookie1000. That's hofmedia.us/mybookie1000. Yep, 100% deposit bonus, and it takes less than 5 minutes to get started. Whether you're betting college football, rolling the dice in the online casino, or dropping a 10-leg parlay on SEC Chaos, MyBookie has everything you need. Bet anytime, anywhere, on the go, at the tailgate, or yelling at the refs from your couch. Just don't talk trash. Put your money where your mouth is. Hit that link, hofmedia.us/mybookie1000, and get your deposit bonus today. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie and Hall of Fame College Football.
Hey, House Money, can you hear me, man?
Yeah, what's popping?
What's up, man? What you got?
So, how far away are we from last year as of today?
I mean, as far as like the offensively, is that what you're asking me?
The vibe, just the vibe of where the team is at. Defense, consistent showing.
Oh,
offense, sputtered out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that if Material's healthy, then I don't have a problem with you playing him. I think that we said this on the show the other night, man. You don't have to play him here. This is not the best team you're even going to play. And a lot of people were in here saying you could win with Hawkins here because of that defense. Guess what? The defense did what it needed to do for a long time. Eventually, if you're not playing any kind of complimentary football, they're going to give some shit up.
And they gave up 23 damn points. We're talking about, and you gave them over and opportunities over and over and over again. And part of it was on special teams.
I think OU at this stage, comparing last year, there was two key moments. Last year when we played Temple and we went 0 for 13 on third down, and this
Yeah,
year when we played Kent State and we only averaged 3 yards to carry.
yeah. No, there's no doubt that the
So
offense is still well, and it's the running game that's hurt. I mean, I feel like at least this year you can pass the ball. Today you couldn't. You couldn't because your quarterback didn't have a thumb.
it didn't. Did it look like at any point
He couldn't throw the ball.
he was
I
just
mean,
not able
how
to?
did you see him throwing the ball at all? Well, did it look the same to you?
He himself looked delayed in his process.
He was scared to throw it. Number one, but look at the
Yep.
velocity. I mean, the spin. It wasn't. It was wobbling. The velocity. It was offline tremendously. I mean, the ball before the half. That's the other thing. The other thing that bothers me about this is that we continue to see poor decision making. And look, I'm not blaming this on John Mateer. I'm not blaming this on John Mateer. Of course, he
Yeah.
wants to play. He's the team's quarterback. Of course, he wants to play. It's your job as the head coach and the offensive coordinator too to get him out of there whenever. I mean, you've got a healthy quarterback on the sideline
Do
that
you
can
ever
throw,
think a
can
dual?
run. I mean, he can
Do
do
you ever?
both things.
Do
He
you?
sure does, and he wasn't doing well. Go ahead. Sorry.
Do you ever? Do you think at any point they had discussed playing both QBs?
Apparently not.
I mean, the way I was looking at it, if we needed someone who could throw the deep ball, throw Hawkins in for a play or two. You know what I'm saying? Someone who could sling that thing 50 yards. If Mateer can't get it up, pause. Throw Hawkins in there. Let him run a couple packages and see if anything clicks. And it looked to me like that $3 million price tag showed his ass today of why he was not pulled from the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, whatever's going on, they've got to be better along the offensive line. But you got to be better. Look, the other thing that I saw, we don't make anybody miss ever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got receivers that I mean, they're not making
Yeah,
anybody
like
miss. I
what's
mean,
going
the
on?
one
What's
time we
going on
saw
with the
anybody
receiver
miss was on Tory Blaylock.
room?
He
Yeah,
hesitated
like
on that corner and
yeah,
he took off for about 15, 16 yards, whatever. Right? Nice little run, but you're
yep.
not seeing anybody missing, and that's why you're not having big explosive plays because you might catch the ball and get something, but you're not. Part of it is probably because you got three high safety, two high safety, a bunch, and they don't respect your run game. What do you
And I'm
think
gonna
I
keep
was
it. I'm
full
gonna keep it
format today?
honest.
Do what? Say it again.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it honest. Throughout this season, if we go back and look at some of these games over the first 5 weeks, I
Yeah.
saw some of those throws in those games that he was throwing today. Some of those throws that make you go, you shouldn't be throwing that, bro.
Well, but he had velocity on them, and they made it there, right? But yes, you're probably right.
But
There's
he wasn't
to
playing
some extent it's one
Texas.
thing. But hold on, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. You don't really. Would you mind if he's trying to fit balls in, as long as he's not turning it? I mean, you had three interceptions today, and no, I mean, I mean, think about it. We go back and look again.
Mm,
Look at how many that should have probably been picked off. They certainly weren't in the
yep.
vicinity of the receiver.
Yep.
He got away
Coming
with a
off
bunch.
of, but coming off of what he played, what 2.5? He practiced two and he suited up what 2.5 days, good on good, in his first ever Red River in the SEC. I gotta look at schematically. Do I want him pressing his arm and pressing his throwing motion
No, they
now?
shouldn't have played
What
him.
is
He should not have played.
it?
He certainly
Yeah.
shouldn't have been playing after the second interception, and damn sure not after the third. They were still leading after the third interception.
Mm-hmm.
They were still leading the
Shit.
game.
When we're up 6-3 at half, coming out of the gate at halftime, throw Hawk out, mix it up, see what happens.
That's what I kept saying. That's what everybody then that was in the stands around me was saying the same thing. Why in the hell wouldn't you just? I mean, the dude is clearly hurt. The ball was not. I mean, look, I've been to this is my fourth game I've seen in person. You can tell though it's not hard to see. The ball was not coming off the same. He was hurt. You don't have a thumb. You don't have good grip. You can't spin it right. And he was clearly, and he was worried about throwing it some too. The other part of it was you could tell he didn't want to let it go. And that's not been him at all.
Yeah, man, he looked a lot like Jackson today, man. I'm not
And
going.
it's right. I mean, I wouldn't go that far to say Jackson, but he was definitely timid with the football.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because
You're an
I mean,
idiot, Shannon. Shannon,
we,
you're a fucking idiot, dude.
yeah, man, we a lot of people, man. I was planning on being at the
Too many
LSU
clowns
game
in this damn
in the
in this
building.
section tonight.
Hey, man, it's clowns come with the clown show, and we put on a damn clown show,
Hey,
bro.
yep,
So
yeah,
it is
you
what it
play
is.
stupid games, get stupid prizes, I guess, right?
Right. Type
Yeah.
embarrassing. But have a good night, man. Appreciate you.
Man, I appreciate you coming in, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Boomer
For real.
Boomer Sooner. If we don't figure out the
Yeah.
running game, it doesn't matter if Mateer's is doing well or not.
Well, let me ask you
So,
a question before you get off, House.
yep.
If they're pushing this, if you feel like he was hurt, you feel like something was up. Are you not worried about him going about them starting him next week if it's still the same? Because it can't continue to be the same. You go over there and mess around with South Carolina, you'll lose that game too. That's one of the toughest
Well,
environments in the
I,
SEC.
I think the South Carolina game from last year with Hawk is wonderful game film of what not to do. So when you get in that game, I don't if you don't feel that throw, if you don't feel it off that first instinct, second instinct, you don't see always lean towards the check down, bro. Lean towards the check down right now. I don't want you unless you see it, don't throw it.
Right.
Don't throw
No,
it.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I agree. Well,
Right.
but I mean, in the end, if he's hurt, I don't think he should be playing. And you go over there and you mess around. At some point, you're going to have to be honest about it and say that he ain't right.
I
And
mean,
this is
you
what's
are
making is more concerning than anything else is that it feels like they're lying to you, and this is a lie that you can't really just say, oh yeah, well, there's not really an excuse you can make that's going to say you're not full of shit.
so real quick though. How many millions are sitting on the sideline with Jay Knott right now?
I don't know. I don't think you got a million, but it's a lot of money.
How many millions or how much money we got in that injured offensive line? The whole damn injury report is the O line, man. Two
Dude, and
years
you
in a
lost
row,
another one
bro.
today. It looks like Simmons. He was left to the locker room before the half. I didn't see him.
Man, BV better take some of that depth from that defensive line. Throw that shit on the old line for 3 consecutive plays and just move them. Move them off the line and just run the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, but okay, if it's all about Venable's job, I mean, why the hell? I mean, really, you would rather go with a guy that's hurt? That I mean, we're talking about one bad game that really it was one bad game that Hawkins had last year, and it was with Seth Luttrell that made the game plan, and no offensive linemen or receivers, and they had a tight end that's not a blocking tight end, blocking All American defensive edge guys.
I'm gonna throw
That's
this out there.
how do we not take any? None of this context ever comes into play with people that are haters. They never think about that shit.
I'm gonna throw this out in the universe before it gets out there. If Clemson continues this track and we continue this track, bring on Dabo Sweeney.
No way. No way. I ain't with you on that one, bro. No.
Bring on Dabo Sweeney, bro.
If I had that thing up there, the top lip, bottom lip, it'd be on right now. I don't have my board here. You would have heard that just now.
Bring on Jesus, because we need it.
We need Jesus. Everybody needs Jesus. I definitely need Jesus. Well, I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna let corrections pop in here, man. Appreciate you.
No doubt. Yes, sir.
Thanks, House.
Boomer.
All right, man. Soon. All right. Corrections, hit your mute button. You'll be off mute and you should be in here. Let me make sure. Your mute button here. You see the little microphone, bro? Corrections, you with me? There he is. What up, man? What do you got? Corrections. Turn down
are you there, Jason?
Yeah, turn down your computer or whatever you got it on. The little microphone.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hey, Jason. So
turn down
I guess the thing is with the whole game plan today, I just don't know if Hawkins would have had any better. Just saying here. I can't even hear out of my phone.
Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Go ahead. Speak.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you. Speak. Just say what you want to say. Hello.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm gonna keep trying to talk here. I can hear out of my phone. I can hear out of my TV. But I just think with the game plan, Jason, I don't think any quarterback was set up to succeed today. I mean, the offensive line was trash. The receivers didn't play hard. It's really frustrating to. I take Mateer at his word, personally, that, he just wasn't mentally right. I mean, and I understand why people think differently, but there's no guarantee that Hawkins would have won that game. And here's the problem is if Hawkins would have started that game and he lost that game, that it would have been malpractice not to start Mateer, and that would have. You think the fan base is mad now? Let's say Hawkins started and lost that game without starting Mateer, it would have been a full. Norman would be on fire right now. So I give BV and the staff some leeway because I just, it's such a hard decision. It's frustrating. It's been a long day. It's been a bad day for all of us, but I can understand why Mateer started, and just the game plan from the beginning. It didn't set up anybody to succeed at all. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that it was malpractice to put him in there and continue to play with him when he was throwing the ball the way he was, because he was clearly hurt. He did not have a thumb. He didn't have a thumb. There's no way that you can tell me, Gustavo, you're identifying yourself as another dumbass. Perfect. Appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys do that. The dummies identify themselves real quick. It just doesn't make sense. And look, here's the thing. You could see it plain as day. Go back and watch, folks. Go back and watch. The ball was not coming off the same. Go back and just watch a couple of passes versus a couple of passes in the Michigan game. Or the Temple game, or any of them. Just go look. It's not the same. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you 100% that the game plan went right. The game plan wasn't going to be right without a good quarterback, a quarterback that he had the ability to throw. Look, for the folks that don't believe in Michael Hawkins, remind yourselves he's 18 years old. He played as a true freshman in a bad situation, and you're probably the same people that Gustavo. Are you one of those guys that says it wasn't Jackson Arnold's fault, but it is Michael Hawkins' fault? Are you one of those dumbasses? Because you guys are something else. He got smoked last season. You're talking about last season? Again, last season? You're probably one of those dudes that talks about that says that it wasn't Jackson Arnold's fault, but it's his fault. You don't take into any consideration none of that shit that happened last year. You guys are losing your shit. And I'm telling you that the issue it's that you played a guy that was injured.
Am I still on there, Jason?
Yeah, you're still here.
Yeah. And I don't want to seem I'm not Michael Hawkins bashing. I'm not. Michael Hawkins, I believe, is the future. But the thing is, there's no way to say that if Michael Hawkins started today or even came in, that he would have won that game. There's no way to say that. And that's not Michael Hawkins bashing.
Would he have thrown 3 interceptions?
The game plan was just trash. But, we only have to go on what we have to go with. I mean, Michael Hawkins could have lit up Texas. We don't know. But he could have been the same one who
he's got better receivers,
was terrible against South Carolina last week or last year, and then didn't look very good against Kent State. Now, I understand he was still the backup quarterback and everything and didn't have many reps and everything, but we just don't know. I hate the second guessing. I think the staff did the best that they could do with the options that they had. I don't know. It's been a rough day, man. And I hate it. I hate it that we lost. I hate the second guessing. It's just, I want the best for both Hawkins and Mateer. And we just need to turn the season around. We just need to go one more loss the rest of the season. That's it, man. Boomer.
All right, man. Thanks. Sooner. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. All right. Next up, come on in if you want. And somebody said something about Dent. He's not. He had another MRI. I think he's not healthy right now. Not healthy. Yeah. Did you see that he almost beat Jinx last night? Had 4 touchdowns and like 400 yards. By the way. Pretty here's Jaden's numbers last night. 19 of 24, 311, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception against Jinx. They lost 55-48. We start Hawkins the rest of the year. He'll say, and that's the other thing. It's like we're talking about a guy that. Why do I take up for him? Because I've seen what you don't remember the Tennessee game and how he came in and he was doing just fine. You don't remember how he went on the road to Auburn and in an offense that wasn't doing anything worth a shit. He lit it up. He hit a big pass there. He had a touchdown. He had a touchdown run and a freaking 2-point conversion run. I mean, he was layering balls against Tennessee and putting his body on the line and making good throws, making good decisions too. That's why I take up for him. And guess what? He did better as a freaking high school senior. Almost won a state championship by himself at Frisco Emerson. 55 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He runs a 4.3. He is coached by Kyler Murray's dad. He's not a bum. You guys are dumbasses if you think he's a bum. You don't know football. That's why. I don't know if he's out for the year, Jimmy, but he's out for now. I mean, he's still out. How do I know for sure you'd have fared better? I don't know for sure. And you know what? Neither do you think that you can just sit there and say he wouldn't have, but you know from him from last year when they were worse off than they are now. And with the terrible offensive coordinator, god awful. No, Oklahoma, no, Thunder OU. Do I know what they're saying? I said it. 3 out of 4 years they've lost to Texas, they haven't had a touchdown in any of the 3 games. And you know what? They had 2 of those years, they had an injured quarterback playing. Or either playing an injured quarterback or they had their best quarterback hurt and they were playing a tight end. What do you want me to say? And then last year, it was a bad situation. A terrible game plan that he took 2 weeks to build and 9 3-and-outs. We're going to blame that one on Hawkins too, I guess. I mean, look, either you know ball or you don't, but pay attention to what you're saying. At least give some context if you're going to say these things. It just doesn't make sense. Literally, you had a non-blocking tight end, a pass-catching tight end, trying to go one-on-one with an All-American edge guy. And they were getting to him. He had a fumble and 2 picks. I get it. They pulled him out. Jackson didn't do shit either. He threw one ball that thanks to Brennan Thompson for reading the defense, something the quarterback should have done. He caught it on film, told Jackson to throw it up. It took him till the second time to do it. Aside from that, what did they do? What did they do? We don't remember what he did, what he looked like against Navy. Do you think it was his fault they lost? Nope. I mean, go back and look. If you're going to talk shit, at least give me something. Oh, he's a bum. Why do you always take up for him? Well, because he's a good player. He's a young kid. He needs reps. He would have been a better situation than an injured guy with a quarterback without a thumb. It's like think about just using your hand and trying to do this with your hand. That's it. How are you going to throw that ball? Make it make sense, folks. Make it make sense. His Kent State performance wasn't shit. He didn't have a turnover. He had 4 fucking touchdowns, and he had 1 series where he got happy feet and missed 3 passes. You realize that was a 9-play drive that took time off the clock, though? He didn't turn the football over. That's a stupid fucking statement. Quit being a dumb fuck. God almighty, dude. I tell you what, it's something else. Yeah, it falls on Brent Venables. It does. And listen, the everything does. It's his football team. It's his football team. It always does. Against Kent State, though. You know what? Did you watch Big Bill talking to, the Coach's Corner show this week? No, you probably didn't because you're a fucking Texas fan. You know what he said? We got to do a better job than we did. They were running some rush that he had never seen, he said. I don't know what I fucking thought of that. It's so stupid. Anyway, I'm not going to keep talking about stupid shit. So you guys can I've got, hold on real quick. Al is coming into the show. Give me 1 second. Hey, Al, can you hear me? Unmute your mic. Tap it again. I think you tapped it at the same time I did.
Hey, you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Yeah, man. Like, what's good with you, man? This was coaching
Updated
malpractice. I don't care what anybody says. I
coaching
don't care. Like,
malpractice.
yes, as a for I guess small content, it probably don't matter to nobody. But I tried to be a fan today, right? I am a OU fan, but at the same time, I'm a high school coach, and today was the ultimate coaching malpractice. Like you cannot put your players in a position to fail, and that's what we did. We lost in all three phases of the game. Like our, we came in. Our defense was supposed to. Our defensive line, who didn't play terrible, but they didn't play well enough. Also, that's also on the offense. You cannot let Texas run the ball down your throat, bro. Like you just can't let that happen. It's unacceptable. 1-3 against Texas is unacceptable.
It really didn't happen though till the end of till the second half. They did enough that you should have been way out in front in the first half. Don't you agree with that?
I agree with that. And also, I don't know if you agree, not taking the points at the end swung the game. That's a 10-point swing. Awful. I don't know what Mateo was thinking. As you alluded to, he has no thumb. No one can convince me that Michael Hawkins would have been worse. Anybody say, "Oh, it's Kent State"? What were you gonna if Mateo couldn't play? You're not gonna show everything against Kent State. That's just not how it works. You're gonna keep whatever they try to keep hitting. Obviously, it didn't work today.
I get it, man. Yeah, yeah.
So it's
And,
like and Jared.
and I agree that you got to run the football better. You got to, but here's the thing: we can sit here and say that week after week and bitch week after week about the run game, and I agree with you that it's not a good thing. Here's what I'm going to tell you: at this point of the year, do you really believe it's going to get better? Because I got to tell you, I see Torrey getting better week to week. I see less and less of anything else getting better. I wouldn't put Jaden Ott back in the game at all.
I wouldn't, and we got obviously the J Knot experiences. I'm through with it at this point. Our GM, he's gonna have to take an L on this one. I mean, because he has done
I
absolutely
mean,
positively nothing.
well, I don't know about that. I mean, they're doing pretty good in recruiting. I think it's going to take time before you decide on that. Everybody else had Ott as a take. Everybody else had Ott as a take. I mean, sometimes you miss. Sometimes you miss.
Right, right. That's what I'm saying. This might be a miss. I'm not gonna hold, everything else again, but this one, it was a miss. Torrey Blaylock, I think he's gonna be very, very good. All the rest of our running backs, I don't know if Taylor Tatum, I don't know if he's going to get on the field. I don't know what's going on. Like we can't. I
I
don't
don't
know what's
understand
going on with
that.
DeMarco Murray. How he coaches the running backs. I don't know what's going on in that running back room, and it's been like this for like 2+ years now.
Yeah. Ever since Eric Gray left, they haven't done anything.
Yeah, and I don't
You had
like
Sawchuck look good in the second half of the year when they went 10-2, and then 10-3.
Sawchuck's looking pretty good at FSU.
Yeah, but
Looking
they
pretty
just
good
lost
right
their
now.
third straight game. And they haven't won an ACC game in seven. They're like 7 games in a row they've lost. 8 games in a row now.
I don't, yeah, I don't
And
know who's in the worst spot. James Franklin, Brent Venables, and all like a lot of coaches are doing pretty bad right now. I don't know
let me
what's
ask you,
going on.
Al, you're a coach. What would you have done? What would you? I mean, it doesn't make sense. You could see that he's not healthy. Why would you sit there and say that? Because if you're gonna, that means that you're going to play him next week. Do you think that if he's not better next week, that you think that thumb's going to be better next week? If it's not better in 2 weeks, is it going to be better in three? If it's not better in three, is it going to be better? I mean, maybe it's better in four, but it doesn't sound like he rested it long enough to me. And it clearly was not rested long enough because he couldn't throw the fucking ball.
No. Like we didn't throw. Did we throw the ball? Or he threw the. I don't think we attempted a pass over 30 yards today. Like we had no downfield threat, and we had
Well, he,
Giovanni
well,
coming
he
back.
tried to throw that one at the end of the half, and then he threw that first interception. I mean, it was in the air for a while. It was not a good throw either. He did, everything that he threw over the middle, I thought was going to get picked, whether it was deep or short. It just didn't look right, and he hesitated to throw some of those balls too.
He did, and
So
also,
that tells me, I mean, he hasn't been hesitant at all throughout the year, and now all of a sudden he's hesitating. And you guys are going to tell me that you don't. And the people that are in there saying nothing's wrong with him. What do you mean nothing's wrong with him? He looked like shit. He hasn't looked like that all year. Now he did.
right. Like now,
You know he had an
also,
injury.
I have a problem. Like the thing is, I'll listen to the post game, and this is what I'm going to blame BV. Mateer said, I was ready, but I wasn't mentally ready. I'm not about to put a kid on any. I can't say NFL are not kids, but from high school to college, I'm not putting a kid on any level that's not mentally ready. That's no, you're doing a disservice to your whole team. I understand he probably wanted to be the hero, play. He came to OU to play in the Texas game. Everybody wants to. It's the biggest game of the year.
Of course, you want to play in that game. I don't,
But
but you know what? It's the job of the coaching staff to decide whether or not you do. You gonna tell me that Hawkins didn't want some get back in the Red River game too? How come?
exactly,
I mean, what are we talking about?
we're talking about a coach that I thought I'd never utter these words. Steve Sarkisian has outcoached Brent Venables every time he's won. Plain and simple. And I can't stand Texas for nothing in the world. But I gotta call it how it is. They outcoached him. He outcoaches him every time he sees him. I don't know
He
what
had,
it is.
the thing is like literally the offense is failing, and part of it you have to put it back on BV that he's failing. The offense is failing because he. To me, it feels like, dude, you've been around the game long enough that you know, and you scheme against offenses. You know what works and what doesn't. Step up and decide that it's your fucking team and make some decisions. How he went back out there after number 2 and 3. I mean, we see Hawkins over there warming up. They never put him in. It makes no sense.
Also, I'm gonna put this. Arbuckle didn't have a good game plan, man. He did not have a
The
a
game
great
plan
game
included
plan.
included his quarterback throwing the ball 18 days after he broke his finger, his thumb.
I don't know. I got a question for you. What's your thoughts on Bill Beaton?
I don't know, man. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. But and I don't know that it's. I don't know that it isn't the medical staff. I don't know what's going on, man. There's some issues that it's not getting fixed. But the other part, I think that there's a depth issue that should be being addressed. But if you think about the defensive line, House Money was just saying we need to put those defensive linemen guys, let them play on the offensive side. Okay, well, cool and all, but they don't necessarily equate. As a coach, you know that they don't necessarily equate all the time. But number two, if we're so deep there, why are we not just as deep at the other position on the other side? Because it'd be
So
cool to be able to just send guys in and out of there and not worry about it too much. These guys are not. I mean, I don't think that
all
it's necessary. I mean, Simmons had been getting beat like he stole something for 2 weeks. Something was up
right, all our depth is at the guard. We don't have any tackle depth. All the tackles are hurt.
there.
That's ridiculous. Like I've
Yeah.
never seen a team. We went from last year offensive line was hurt last year and receiver this year it's the same thing. I don't know what's in the water in Norman with the tackles.
No, but
Somebody
if
got to fix it.
Chad Burton says if Hawkins starts the game and they lose, does BV get worse criticism for that decision than starting material with the thumb? No, because
Ooh,
he's healthy. He'd have been a healthy scratch. And guess what? He nobody. It's like I said. We were saying all week. You don't need him to go in there and win the Heisman in this game. You need him to not turn the ball over. Guess what? That's what Mateer went in there and did, was turn the damn ball over, and that's why you got beat.
exactly. I don't know what the hate with Mike. We're not asking. No one asked for Mike Hawk or Matera today to go in there and throw for 350 plus and 4 touchdowns. We're not asking them to do that because we have a damn good defense. Like
At some point, though, then you start pressing and everything else. But no throw looked good from him. His first throw looked bad, and he completed it.
exactly. Like the, I don't like. Do I think he'll be a little better next week? I hope so because you got to deal with a South Carolina defense front and Dylan Stewart, who he's pretty damn good if you ask me.
They're still not good. They're still not good. But guess what? In the Willie B, it's tough.
It
That's a
is
tough place to go.
like we have no breaks in this schedule. Like we got the easy part out quick. Do I think we should be South Carolina? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Do
Yeah.
right.
There's
Do
no
I think
reason you
we
shouldn't.
should
But guess
be?
what? With the injured quarterback, I would tell you that I think that Hawkins can go over there and win.
I don't know that you're going to go over there and win with material, but I think they're going to go try because they're trying to tell everybody that he was fine. He
Material's
told
going to
everybody
play.
that his hand didn't hurt. Well, if his hand didn't hurt, then it was obviously they had to give him some kind of medication, and it could have numbed your fingers. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. There's no way he was healed. That's all I know.
He,
And somebody was just saying he was bleeding from that shit.
yeah, he was. He got hit when he went for on a QB run. He got hit. And Material, he's not gonna say he's not healthy because he doesn't want to look weak. I mean, that's what you do as a leader. But
Well, listen,
also
yeah, yeah. And
you gotta protect him from himself
to
as
his
well.
credit, I'm not mad at I just want everybody to understand this, and I'll say it one more time. I'm not mad at John Mateer about this. This is as you said as you came in, coaching malpractice. That's what it was.
You
And it
gotta
is.
protect the players from
I'm a
themselves
fan of
sometimes.
Brent Venables. I up until this point, I've looked at Arbuckle and been like, all right, cool, things are going pretty well. I'm starting to. I don't like it doesn't. None of these things add up. You know, do you guys remember when Dylan got hurt against in the BYU game, and Brent Venables and everybody knew it was a concussion? He bounced his fucking head off the ground. Everybody knew, and Brent kept saying it's a upper body injury. It's an upper body injury. You know, why was he saying it? Because he knew damn good and well that the medical staff had never cleared anybody for a concussion in a week. Never. It had never happened. He didn't want to say it was a concussion. He wanted to say it was an upper body injury because he had no plans of playing Jackson Arnold in that TCU game. They still had a chance to get in the conference championship game.
Also, the thing what he didn't want to play him, he
But
doesn't want to
after the
play.
game,
He
after
doesn't
they
want
won,
to play
they were like, "Was
Hawk
it a
because he
concussion?"
wants to preserve his
Was
red
it a
shirt.
concussion? He was like, "Yeah." It was just weird the way that went down is what I was getting at. And it's the same way that it didn't add up what he was saying then. This doesn't add up now. And if you're telling me, I mean, I want to go back to what those guys said again. These are it's their words. He was true to his process. He was really, really good in practice, both physical reps and mental reps. Just today, he had some bad ball placement. That's not what that was. It wasn't velocity. You're a coach. Did you see the velocity in that?
No, he had no zip.
None.
We
There
know what
wasn't spinning. The
Mateer
ball
like.
wasn't spinning right.
Right. I watch Mateer like I mean I'm OU fan, but I'm a football junk. I watch football high school.
Yeah,
Doesn't
me
matter.
too.
I've
I watch
seen
every game. I watch every
right,
game throughout.
right. I've seen like Mateer from Wazoo to here. Dude can zip the ball, and he wasn't zipping the ball
He
at
wasn't.
all.
If
Like
you look at the difference between him in week 1, 2, 3, 4, and now in week 7, it ain't the same.
do I think he'll have more zip as the week gets on? Yeah, because the hand of he'll still be doing rehab on the side, obviously. But
Well,
also,
I mean, is it not? Is he not banged? He said he wasn't hurting at all. We saw it bleeding, and we
we
saw the ball.
we can we can
I
put
gotta
two and
ask you
two.
though. Here's the other thing that didn't make sense to me though. They asked him about, and Brandon asked him about it. He was talking about the 35 seconds. They ran 25 seconds off the clock. And he was like, "We wanted to take a shot at the end zone." Well, you could have taken 2 shots or 3 shots at the end zone and then kicked a field goal if you did not. They said they were definitely. You were sitting there watching them. We're yelling in the stands like, "Get a timeout! Get a timeout! Get a timeout!" And they're all confused on the field. It was
That
like,
that
bro, what do you? And these things have gone on and on and on. I mean, we talked about it at the Ole Miss game last year. We've talked about it. We talked about it during Bedlam the year before that. I mean, these things have reared their ugly head a few times, and you're wondering why. And it continues to happen. And again, I think that the fact that John Mateer played and didn't get pulled after at least by the second interception, because it was clear that because he almost threw at least 3 more. At least 3 more he almost threw. If
he
you
should
don't
have
pull
thrown
him after
five.
the second, and then damn sure after the third you don't pull him because you're still ahead. You don't pull him after the third. I got to know why. It doesn't make. These are bad decisions. These are bad decisions on coaching, and
I don't understand how you can be your head on the chopping block and you're not making better decisions, or just you're worried about the decision that Arbuckle wants. Fuck him. He's 29 in his first OC or second OC job, whatever, third even. He's 29. It's your job. You're about to lose your gig if you can't get this shit together. Defensive coaches get labeled all the time because their offenses don't ever seem to work, right? That's why Will
Right.
Muschamp don't have a head coaching job. The guy's unbelievable as a defensive play caller, right? Unbelievable.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But he never was able to put a good offense on the field. They've put him on the field, but it's taken time to build this defense. The defense is fine. I'm not bitching about the defense today. They made some they weren't as good as they have been. They
No,
played
I'm
a
not
better
gonna.
football team today. They played a good football team today. They didn't play as good a football team as they're gonna play, but they played a good football team.
I agree because our defense. This looks like a Brent Venables defense from Clemson. As you can see, you know the game. Since he's left Clemson, Clemson's defense has been trash. Let's just call it what it is. And Robert Spears Jr. today, I said he played awful. I have never seen him miss so many tackles in my lifetime. Then also, Brett has this weird. It's like he hasn't gotten the clock management down packed, and he's been the head coach for 3+ years, 4 years now, and I don't understand how he still can't understand that. I can't remember the guy we hired on staff. He was Tulsa's old head coach. He was our OC. I think it's Wilson. He was brought in to help Brent manage the clock, and obviously that's not working. Like he's supposed to have somebody on the side with you, be like, hey, we got such and such left. And what I don't understand is in the beginning of the game, we were running up tempo, up tempo. We got them on some, illegal substitution. We went away from that, and I don't know why.
I don't understand any of it, man. I don't. I don't. It to me, they it was clearly that there was some when the field compresses a little bit, that now you've got to be even better with your throws, right? They have to be more accurate when you're down in the area close to the red zone or inside their territory. You have less room. And anything that he threw down the field was off the mark, man. He should have thrown at least 3 more picks. The dude was hurt. And it's not Mateer's fault. Again, one more time, I'm going to say this. It ain't Mateer's fault. It was coaching malpractice. And I'm
I'm,
not
I'm,
buying I'm not buying what they said to me. I'm not buying it.
I'm not either. Like I'll never forget. I remember, but this was last year. I had a kid that wanted to play so bad. He was so hurt. I had to take him out because I didn't. He was doing himself and a team a disservice. You gotta protect him from himself, man. And I don't know
Listen,
why.
I mean, Chris said it the other night. He goes, "You at least give him a shot. He's your quarterback. If he doesn't look good, get him out." They didn't get him out.
But it's the pressure of. I think if everything just fell apart. The pressure of we have to win. I agree. We should beat Texas. I felt like we were more talented. Like the secondary played awesome today. Besides that one bust, I don't think they played terrible. Like everything was in front of us, and we just fell flat on our face again.
So, hey, that's that. I mean, that's that complimentary football you talk about, right? Yeah, at
Right.
some point, if you're not going to put points on the board, you're going to let a team, even a team that hasn't been playing very well, a team as talented as Texas, you're going to let them hang around. They're going to get you eventually.
Right. Right.
They're going to get you eventually.
And like two.
You got
Got it.
a
On
chance
this
to step
two.
on their throat and get them out of playoff contention, and now they're hanging. And the other thing is, I feel like it looked like Arch had more confidence at the end of the game again.
Hey, hey, like I understand people want to bash Art. Like you said, I saw Art play in high school. Like I'm from New Orleans. Like I always knew he had it. Granted, like people say, oh, he played at a 2A school. Okay, that's where his people went. Like him playing at a 2A school, but they play 5A competition. We only go up to 5A in Louisiana. Like he can play. It's not his. Like he can actually play some football. Like eventually, I knew he was going to get it. I just didn't want him to come against OU. But I knew he could make some throws. I knew he could run around. Like we were getting their pressure, but I think we only had one sack. today because he got out the pocket. Like we were supposed to make Arch look not like Arch, but to his credit, he made some plays. Like we missed a lot of tackles today, so we got to be better. Like, do I think we still can win like 9, 10 games? Yes, but if we come out looking like this, we're going to go 6-6 again.
6-6 ain't gonna cut it. We know that. And who just said this? Zachariah. You said PL and Foji. Foji is he hasn't been good. He's not. He's a freshman. He's not Michael Fasusi freshman. And I know he will be pretty good. But listen, Fabechi Wewu, everybody says he's the most consistent running lineman in the room. Period. End of story. There's not even a close second.
That's true.
Again, sometimes you guys say things and you just say them.
Right.
Sometimes you guys just say shit to say it.
Like
It's
Fabechi,
wild to me.
Fabechi doesn't miss games. He plays hurt all the
I
time.
know. He doesn't miss assignments either. He gets it.
Like we're gonna miss him because I think this is the last year anyways. We're gonna miss him when he's gone.
It is what it is. He's going to be in the league.
Absolutely. And like for Susie, he's going against Collison. Collison is a dog, man. Like for Susie, he's gonna learn from this. It's only gonna make him better. Like we gotta hope that him and Baklenko stay healthy because we literally have nobody behind those two guys. Nobody.
Yeah.
And we got to figure out something.
The other guys, I don't know why Daniel Nkukumi isn't playing a little more. I don't understand that. I've heard good things about him, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I know he's a guard, but he might have to mess around and play tackle.
Shit, somebody's going to have to play tackle. You need a tackle.
Like that's what we need in this recruiting class and next. We need more tackle depth.
Yeah, you've lost Logan Howland last week. You lost Simmons today. Shit, man. Dent's been out the whole year.
Troy Everett.
Troy Everett's been he got hurt and he's out. Sexton's out for the season. Jake Taylor, I don't know if he's out for the season, but I think he is. These are all guys that can play tackle. They're out. I
have never seen anything like this.
Well, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder what's going on. I'm still of the belief that we heard last year whenever all the receiver stuff started, we heard from Teddy and Gabe that they were making major changes in the medical staff department, whatever, the sports medicine team. They've yet to make those changes aside from hiring that rehab guy from the Saints. They're still here.
Yes. Man.
And then there's other people here's the other thing. We ask about Big Bill a lot. Nobody seems to remember. And I know everybody hates Lincoln, but Lincoln fired Schmitty. And there's a lot of people that have a lot of those same just the bruising stuff and things like that. A lot of twitch injuries, things like that, guys. Same shit from before. I'm not saying that it's Schmitty's fault. I'm saying something ain't right there. Why do we have so many injuries?
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't think it's a Schmitty problem per se. I think it's more on the medical. Maybe it's like you say, it's something. Like I said, we ain't doctors and nothing like. We don't know what's going on, but something got to be fixed. It can't keep happening year after year after year. Like one time, okay, 2 times, yeah. Now next year, I don't want. Come on now, we can't have this reoccurring like a bad marathon.
Out here blocking comments. Who's blocking Smook's comments? What did he say to piss y'all off? And y'all relax. Don't be booting Smook out. What's the matter with y'all?
Oh, it's crazy, man. I appreciate the time, man. I probably got other people want to get them, but I appreciate you, man.
Al, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for coming in.
All right, Boomer.
Soon. All right. Who's next? We got time for one more, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Oops. Time for one more. Coach Smoot, what are you starting shit in here? Who's blocking his damn chats? Hold the L. Oh. No, you're talking to Ben G. He's not. He couldn't have kicked you. Oh shit! I was muted. My bad. All right. All right. Who's fighting with the Smook? Who's y'all fighting with Coach Smook? What'd he do? What'd he do?
Getting mad.
What happened?
Let me tell you what happened, Jason. You got people in your chat getting mad because I came in and said the exact same thing you said. I think that was the dumbest.
They've been mad at me today too about the shit. They're telling me that it's crazy they're telling me why do you like Michael Hawkins so much? Because he can play.
Yeah, and he's
His
healthy.
damn freshman was in a bad situation last year. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Not only is he healthy, but he has two.
Yeah, he's the only one that's got a working thumb on his
He's got
throwing
two
hand.
thumbs. Literally, the whole game. We're doing our watch party in Discord, and I'm sitting there laughing because this man has no thumbs to throw the ball with. Somebody in your chat said he had zip on the ball the first drive. No, he didn't.
That is a flat out lie. His first throw, I could tell that he wasn't healthy.
He wasn't feeling it. After he got in game, that first game snap, even how he was receiving the ball. How many times did he go out under center today, Jason?
They don't go under center.
How many times did he go? They went under center 13 times this season already.
Yeah, they don't do it much though.
They don't do it much, but you've had situations in a low scoring game you could have went under.
Yeah,
center.
but you're right there. I mean, you would think, but why? But if they're snapping, you know how centers are going to snap it pretty hard. That shit, you don't want to break that thumb again.
You can't.
That takes. They're worried about his thumb, and it's not going well.
It's not, man, and it's obvious. I don't know what the feels are behind that when you put in that situation as a player, but I don't think that helped him on his road back. But can I address a few your viewers, man? Just because Ben G, Jimmy Sutterfield tried to call Coach Smook Fairweather, bro, and tried to call me of all people.
What y'all doing, man? Why y'all messing with Smook?
The only Bama podcaster, streamer, whatever you want to call it, that covers the team that stayed live more than an hour after Bama lost to Florida State week 1 and was the only one not calling for Kane Womack, DeBoer, Ryan Grubb. I wasn't calling for nobody. I see you in here, Jimmy, crying, talking about fire this person and this person is trash and all this, talking about Fairweather. Boy, you Fairweather. And Ben G, who's your team? You have yet to establish who your team is. You in the Oklahoma chat talking trash to a Bama fan that's won three weight games in a row the last 3 weeks against conference opponents, and you're still harking on week 1 to loss to FSU, a team that's lost 3 in a row. Clearly, we didn't play our best game. Clearly, y'all tried to play y'all best. Georgia,
hey man, Jimmy's our guy, man. Jimmy's our guy for sure. But
Jimmy, you gotta be better than that.
Feels right now. Everybody's in their feels right now.
I know they in their feelings. That's why I came in. I was treading lightly, Jason. I didn't even come in here trolling. I said Brent Venables probably made the dumbest coaching decision of his life.
He did. He did. That's what I said today. It was malpractice. Malpractice.
Anybody not seeing that is crazy, man. Like that is crazy to me. Like you'll sit there and watch John Mateer. I mean, warm-ups, yeah, everything go look disguised in warm-ups.
Ganja, you said you hit the nail on the head right there.
Come on, man.
Look at this. Hit the nail on the head. Even Gabe said in pregame he was hesitant to do the clap snap.
You could tell,
Why would
man.
you be hesitant to do that?
You can tell. Ben G, a
He
Texas
was
fan.
certainly not slapping them hands together very fucking hard, for sure.
Ben G, you a Texas fan and you're in here bragging, talking trash to a Bama fan? You didn't see how your team played today? if they played Michael Hawkins, if Oklahoma played
point, if you even if you do it after the third one, you're within. You got a chance to win. Yeah,
you got a chance.
They never switched. It's coaching malpractice.
Oklahoma kept Texas in this game, kept them in the lead by not trying to utilize Michael Hawkins with his limited ability at full strength to pass the ball and his great ability to create. He did it at times last year. Why don't you allow him to build on that confidence? That was some crazy stuff to me. I don't think Texas was that good of enough team this season for you to risk injuring John Mateer or keeping his recovery process from being what it needed to be so that you could give yourself a chance. This was a Texas game. You could afford throwing Michael Hawkins out there, get him some real game experience, some big time pressure experience. And if you lose it, it's your first loss of the season. Whoop-de-doo, it's against a Texas team, right? You could bounce back from there. You don't come back from what you did today, man. Like you just
they doubled down on it, saying he wasn't hurt too. Think about this. They doubled down on the whole thing. All of them were saying that he wasn't hurt, and he was clearly hurt. And now you're going to take him across the country and play on the road at South Carolina with him hurt still? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, hey, Ganja, you absolutely right about that though, because even before the game, when he was getting his time between having to do his little warm ups, he had a towel on his hip. He kept pulling out and wrapping it around that same hand. I don't think people notice, man. Like this man was not comfortable coming into the game. Like he did not feel confident. You could tell there was a look in his eye. That week one Ty Simpson look is the look that Mateer had after that first drive. The rest of the game, he just did. He looked like he was not settled, and that's part. Now it's not just on him though. Your O line, that left side of the O line didn't show up again, man. And this is the spot of the defense. Offense. I said defensively, Texas, if they was to get an advantage, it'll have to be in their front. And they was able to send some second level pressures because of how effective their front was. But I think if you got a healthy Michael Hawkins who's looking to take off and run and use his legs anyways, you give yourself a better chance to be in a more
not turn the football over.
Come on, man.
Shit.
Come on, man.
That's all I'm talking about. You know what, guys? I'm done with all y'all's shit talking to me about this shit. All I'm doing is coming in here talking about. There's no way that doesn't the conversation that we heard out of this crew of people, the coaches. I ain't mad at John Mateer at all. I ain't mad at John Mateer. That have nothing to do with him. The coaching staff has to make that decision. I'm telling you, it don't pass the smell test. You'll know by the end of you'll know in the next few days that I'm right. And if you ain't going back to watch it, then you crazy. If you can sit there and tell me that he looked the same, you need glasses. Go to the eye doctor and go look. Because there ain't no way that there ain't no way, bro. There ain't no way.
I'm smoking that.
But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. We've been going for almost 2 hours, and I'm kind of over it. And I just looked at the likes again, and y'all ain't liking the shit. We've got 1,000 watchers. We haven't even hit. This is wild to me, dude.
They pissed, Jason, but they want to call fair weather.
Like it's my fault. What the hell did I do?
You telling the truth. That's why I came in here. I was listening to some other OU fans trying to blame the defense.
We don't even have 10%. 10% is like an easy number to hit, and we're at 53. We're at 5% of the people that have been in here. That's messed up. I'm not going to do it for that. I'm not doing it like that. We're not going to do it. That's
crazy. You know what's crazy, Jason?
I let everybody call in. Let me know what you think. I didn't call everybody stupid. Just you dumbasses.
Jason, I looked at I was looking at my my doggone post live stream interactions, and every time Bama loses, numbers go up crazy. Numbers go up crazy. Chat rate. Yeah. Today we had a chat
I knew I was going to get a bunch tonight, and I didn't even. I mean, I was trying to decide what I was going to talk about. I drove back. It took forever to drive back and shit because it was packed down there, and then I didn't want to do it, but I knew. And dude, when I listened to the damn, post game conferences, and I'm going, "What the fuck are y'all talking about?" Like literally, you're
Man.
saying that he's healthy. What are we doing? What are we doing? So now you're gonna have to double down on it and play him next week. His hand was bleeding.
Come on, man. Hey,
There's no way you can
these,
have
these
watched him play. Even just he was clearly hesitant to throw the ball.
man, if I'm Brent Venables, I'm letting
He's
this
not
thing
even
come out
listening.
to Wednesday.
He's laughing about the fact that they're trying to lie about it, Jimmy. That's
Fact.
laughable.
The laughable part of it, if you want me to troll OU, the fact that y'all played a quarterback with no thumbs and still had a chance to win, it is crazy to me that Texas fans are still talking. They played a quarterback with 0 thumbs today, and the thumb that was working wasn't even the one that he could throw it. Like, what are we talking about? OU fans, y'all should be more mad. Don't even be mad at your team. I feel like both sides of the ball played a
It's
tough
coaching
game.
malpractice,
It's the
bro.
coaching that I'm
Malpractice.
laughing at. How can y'all? If I'm a Bama fan and Ty Simpson gets hurt week 1 and then next week against ULM he goes out and we win a tight game against ULM because Ty Simpson was playing hurt. I'm pissed off. I'm gonna be talking crazy about Kalen DeBoer and this staff, allowing him to get out there. You got Austin Mack and Keelan Russell in that room. Y'all got fucking Michael Hawkins sitting on the bench, bro, acting like he didn't have to play last year behind a trash Jackson Arnold and came in and basically gave y'all life at certain points of the season. Like that was crazy to me. You got a whole nother year with a young man that kind of chose not to go to the portal and to stick it out and to stay in learn a system that you said was going to help this team make a playoff push, and you don't even give him a chance to freaking hold it down for you. That's not good coaching. That's not a good coaching with handling your star quarterback or putting confidence in your offense when he goes down.
Okay, now Kobe's saying stupid things. You got to get booted for a little while because you had the tougher schedule coming in the Red River. Shut up, dude. Just stop. You played one good team. You lost to another team.
Who did
I mean,
Texas
you gonna
play
tell me
going
that
into the
Florida's
red?
that good? Florida came in with a loss to South Alabama at home.
How did Texas play a tougher schedule? Like,
Fuck
what
can
do
Texas
fans be
fans
saying?
do?
I
I'm
give
off.
you Ohio State week 1, but you literally played Jose UTEP and Sam Houston. You play ICDC College, and then you played Florida and won a close one at Florida, right? I give you that. Or lost. Wait, no. Texas lost at Florida.
I guess we do have to. Yeah, Indiana critics have to shut up a little bit. Yeah, they went to They went to Austin Stadium and won. They hadn't lost. I think they were 31-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to shut up a little bit.
Yeah, Indiana, they look very physical, but I never was hype about Oregon's front that everybody was bragging about. I felt
The
like
defensive front, you weren't. Yeah,
I just felt like they hadn't played nobody that could put. Kind of like Missouri. Missouri played a good game against us today, but hadn't played the competition level that we were
because
able
there's
to bring.
haters, Cam. Caden, there's a bunch of haters, bro. That don't know football. The ones that hate on him usually don't know shit about football.
Yeah, tell you,
They just
man.
hate. They're just talking shit.
Hey,
And
Jimmy,
they
you
don't
still
ever
mad?
take into consideration. They're the same people. This is who they are. They're the same people that try to take up for Jackson Arnold because of Seth Luttrell and the injuries and shit. They're those same people that take up for him, and then they talk shit about Hawkins, and he was a true freshman in a terrible situation too. And
Jason.
actually had he won the first SEC game. He won it on the road.
Hey, Jason. Jimmy mad at you for having me here. That's why I'm enjoying this so
Oh,
much.
he is a little pissy. What? I don't know, man. I don't know what his deal is.
Jimmy, Jimmy in rare form. He gonna be apologizing Monday because I have said
I sure will
nothing to
be mad
troll.
for giving the shit for my team I have fucking watched for 50 years. Dude, we love it. We all love Oklahoma in here, bro. He's not.
Hey,
He's not even talking shit about that. He's saying why? Why would you not? Guys, all right. I'm getting out of here, bro. I'm done.
hey, Jason, I'm gonna
I
go
gotta go.
live because Benji, you so mad. It's funny, man. You're not even listening. You're so mad about a loss. This is how you know where your fair weather fans are. They won't talk about the loss and why it happened. You guys literally, Oklahoma literally lost. Benji, you're not even an Oklahoma fan. I don't get it. But Oklahoma literally lost because
He's
of
in there talking
bad
shit because he's
coaching
a
decisions.
Texas fan.
And that's the
He's in there
funny
talking
thing.
shit
He's
'cause
getting mad
he's
at a Bama fan as if Texas and Bama got some beef, bro. Y'all, Texas, y'all still not good, man. Y'all are not in a good
still
position.
not good. No, man. All the people that have been talking shit all to me all day, I don't care about it. It's fine. I
Texas going to
expected it.
lose to Vanderbilt.
I
Why
expected it,
they
but y'all
talking?
still suck. You still suck.
Texas still got to go to Athens. Texas going to lose to Arkansas. I still think Texas is going to lose to
They're
Texas
for sure
A&M.
going
Like
to lose to A&M. They're going to lose to A&M.
they still got 3 or 4 left in the tank, man. So all the Texas fans in here getting mad, okay, or
You
trying to
know
talk
what?
trash to a Bama fan about losing in week 1, and you're
Benji
sitting
came
there
in
with
on
2
Twitter.
L's on
He
your
came in on Twitter.
You're sitting there with 2 L's on your record, and you talk about Alabama
You
losing.
barely beat Vandy. What you mean? You barely beat Vandy
What
last
you
year.
exactly? This is the same. Your team was better than it was last year, and y'all almost this year. Y'all better last year than y'all were this year, and you almost lost to Vandy last year. Vandy's gotten better since last year. Your team is getting worse and worse by the week. Literally, playing a quarterback with no thumbs is what saved Texas today. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
All right, man. We're out. We're out. I'm out. I'm out of here.
All right, Jason.
Gotta go, fellas. Thanks for coming in. Let me know what you think. I'm ready for all this smoke. Hit the like button or don't talk. Later.
Let's go.